Mm-hmm. All right, folks, welcome back out here for game number 2 against the Trinity Tornadoes and your St. Stephen Spartans. AJ Arevalo here in game number 2 for the Tornadoes. It's going to be their 5th and 6th grade team. And we'll just have a mixture of our Spartan team out, as that one's going to be a little high and inside for ball 2. Counts 2-0 here for our first batter, which as soon as I get a number, I'll get you folks at home a name. As that one's going to be over the plate, called for strike 1. Count goes 2-1. Finn Springer up on the mound here to start game number 2. Yes, that one's going to be just a little too high. Count goes 3-1. You'll notice, again, a little bit different rules here for the 5th and 6th grade teams. Our pitchers are going to be just in front of the mound, just a smidge. As that one's going to be high and over the top of our batter for ball 4. As I don't have a number or a name. Batting order, here we go. That's going to be Nicholas Garcia. That will set up the plate. Our next batter is going to be Miguel Hockman. Is that first one? It's going to miss the strike zone just a bit for ball 1. Again, Finn Springer not wasting any time back-to-back on his pitches. A swing and a miss by Hockman. Count goes even at 1-1. Mason Rayburn will be batting third. So that one's going to be just a bit outside. Count's going to go 2-1. And it's Hockman doing a good job sitting tight in the batter's box and not really offering anything to these outside pitches by Springer. And Springer winds up for the 2-1, which is going to be just a little too high. Count goes 3-1. And a swing and a miss by that one. Will get called for strike 2. Count goes full at 3-2 here for Miguel Hockman. As Springer has worked his way back after being down in the count. Here's the 3-2. Is going to be outside. It's going to go past our catcher here. Catcher's going to be Jack Shockett. So the runner will advance to second. Hockman will take a stroll on over to first, which brings up our third batter, Mason Rayburn. Mustafa Abu Samra Winningham will be batting fourth. And that's a mouthful, so we're just going to say Mustafa's batting fourth. So Rayburn takes a swing at that one for strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike, no outs here, top of the first for game number 2 between the Trinity Tornadoes and your St. Stephen Spartans. As Springer throws that one just a little bit too high. Count goes even at 1-1. Springer keeping an eye on the runner at second, and Garcia, as here's the pitch. A nice little liner down the first baseline is going to roll foul. Count goes 1-2 here for Rayburn. Springer with the 1-2 pitch to Rayburn. It's going to be high and outside. Nice job by Shockett to get up and keep that one in front of him. Count goes even at 2-2. There's the pitch. Swing and a piece of it's going to go foul. This count's going to stay 2-2 here for Mason Rayburn. Springer with the pitch, a swing and a miss. And Rayburn will go down as out number 1, which brings up Mustafa Abu Samra Winningham. Here's the pitch. It's going to be high and outside. The runner at second, and Garcia will take off towards third as he'll make it there safely. Count's going to go 1-0 here.
Right to me.
Springer with the 1-0 pitch. High and inside. Count's going to go 2-0 here for Mustafa winning him. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Springer. Swing and a miss will be strike one. Count goes 2-1. Jake Arnold will be up next to bat. And Springer, that one gets high and over the catcher. Garcia thinking about it, not going to go, and Hockman is going to decide late to run towards second. A little bit of a late steal, and he'll make his way over, which brings 2 runners in scoring positions and 1 out. Counts 3-1 here for Mustafa. Springer with a 3-1 pitch. It's going to be over the top of the batter's box there. Mustafa ducking out of the way as he will walk his way over to first, which brings bases loaded. 1 out, top of the first. And Jake Arnold will make his way up to the plate. That one's going to be, first pitch is high to Arnold for ball 1.
Can they call me when she's ready and I'll go?
Springer with the 1-0 pitch to Arnold. It's going to be outside. Runner's going to hold fast at third, though. All runners will stay put. Nice hustle by Shuckett, as he had to cover about 10 yards there behind him to get to that one. Count's going to go 2-0 here with 1 out, top of the first. Springer with the 2-0 pitch. A little too high. Count's going to go 3-0. Springer with the pitch. A little too high as well, and the runner will head on over to first on a walk, which will bring a run across as Nicholas Garcia will come up and tag the home plate. And the Trinity Tornadoes take a 1-0 lead over the Spartans. So remember, folks, before I go, Weston Baines up to the plate now. But we do have a 5-run limit per inning, or per time at bat, as Bain takes a swing and misses at that one for strike 1. Which means once 5 runs come across, that'll be the end of the batting order, which will bring up the next team. So bases loaded, 1 out. And Springer with the 1-0 pitch, or excuse me, the 0-1 pitch. Getting a piece of that one is Bain. It's going to go foul for strike 2. So James Evans will be due up next, depending on what happens here in this, with this at bat. As another swing and a miss by Bain, and he'll go down for strike 2, out number 2, excuse me, as he goes down swinging. Which brings up James Evans. Winfield Sampley set to bat right after him. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the first. Tornadoes with a 1-0 lead, and James Evans up to the plate. Something's going to be a little bit outside for ball 1.
Okay. All right, I'll be right back.
Springer with the 1-0 pitch. A swing and a miss by Evans. Count goes even at 1-1. Springer with the 1-1 pitch. Outside, he gets away from Shockett as he hustles over to pick it up. Runners are going to stay put. Count goes 2-1 for Evans. Springer with the pitch, a swing and a miss by Evans. Will be strike 2. Counts even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the first, and bases loaded for the Tornadoes as Springer with a 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss by Evans. And that'll be out number 3 as he goes down swinging. So the Tornadoes, 3 runners on, no hits. And they're able to get one run across. So bottom of the first, set to be underway here shortly, folks. We'll be right back. You're listening to Spartan Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
30-13, back in, another reverse, breaking tackles, dives to the end zone, touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the three. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by one.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Bottom of the first, set to be underway as the Trinity Tornadoes take an early 1-0 lead after getting Nicholas Garcia across after a walk by Springer. So AJ Revel here. We are in game number 2. Game number 1 went the way of the Spartans as they came out with a 6-0 lead after 3 innings and time was called. For the Spartans, lead off is going to be 6th grader Nathan Schmidt. Right behind him will be Trip Lundquist, 6th grader as well, and Charlie Navari, 7th grader, batting third. We saw Navari pitch 2 innings in game number 1 here this afternoon. A nice showing from him to start out. And that bat hasn't been too bad. I'm trying to see if I have a pitcher. Looks like Winfield Sampley is who I have labeled as our starting pitcher here for the Tornadoes. You're good?
I think I got it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So they got a heads up on the batting order for our Spartan coaches, making sure we're all on the same page. You know, and that's why I keep a scorebook here during baseball, so I can always fill them in. And we had another game I did at another school where a batter didn't bat. He was skipped, and we had a nice 15-minute powwow on that one, and of course it was one of our play-by-play guys that caught it, and able to get everything fixed and situated, which was quite interesting to see how that was handled. So, up first, Nathan Schmidt up to the plate as he takes a swing at the first thing he sees. Can't make contact. He goes down to count 0-1. Schmidt getting set. Sampley again at the mound here for the Tornadoes. As that one's going to be inside. Schmidt gets a piece of it. It's going to go foul into the net down the third baseline. Count goes 0-2. Trip Lundquist is on deck here for the Spartans. That one's going to be in the dirt. Count goes 1-2. Getting a piece of that one is Schmidt right by the shortstop. He's going to hit first, take a quick roundabout. Going to go ahead and sit tight, though. So leadoff single for Schmidt here in the bottom of the first, which is going to bring up Tripp Lundquist. He's batter number 2 here for the Spartans. Sampley getting the call. Here's the pitch. That one's going to catch the edge of the plate there for strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike, no outs. Bottom of the first, 1 runner on. And the Tornadoes with a 1-0 lead over the Spartans. As here's your 0-1 pitch. That one's going to be high and just past the glove of the catcher. Runner's going to take off towards second. Schmidt will make it there without being contested. Count goes even, 1-1 here for Lundquist. As a fan yells, "Good job, Blues," something you don't hear too often. As that one's going to be high and inside for ball 2. No one tells the umpire good job, ever. Everybody wants to know, what is he looking at? How are his prescription glasses? What's going on? Are we batting with a 5-iron? How is that a strike? As here is the 2-1 pitch. It's going to be just a bit outside. Count's going to go even at 2-2 here for Lundquist. Charlie Navari is batting third. Jack Shockett in the cleanup spot. He'll be batting fourth if he is able to make his way out. As Lundquist is going to take that one on the side. And he'll mark and walk his way over to first. So runners on first and second. And you're trained to take a pitch like that. And that's one of the days of practice we had back in my kid pitch days as a coach, as we would bring a bucket full of tennis balls and have our kids line up and just start throwing rockets at them and get them used to seeing the ball come at you, bracing yourself for the hit. As Charlie Navarre is in the box. He watches that one go by for strike 1. And you get used to that, so pain will last a little bit and then it goes away. And runners on first and second now with Schmidt at second, Lundquist at first for the Spartans. Still no outs here, top of the first. Or excuse me, bottom of the first. As Navari takes a swing, a little bouncer towards third. And not able to leg out Schmidt as he hits the bag before the tag. Navari will make his way to first now, bases loaded. As here comes number 20, Jack Shockett. Shockett had a single his one time at bat in our last game. Looking to keep the streak going if he can. As here's the first pitch from Sampley. That one is going to be high and go past our catcher. Bases loaded, so runners will stay put. Shockett gets ahead in the count, 1-0. Shockett awaits the 1-0 pitch. A nice liner pass short. Schmidt's going to make his way across. Lundquist is going to round third. Unable to get to the ball, so the Tornadoes. So Navarre is going to round third. He'll make his way through. Shockett's going to hit second on his way to third. And he'll get the hold call at third. There's a nice 3 RBI triple here for Shockett. And the Spartans claim a 3-1 lead now over the Tornadoes here at the bottom of the first. Jack Tallarico now is at the plate as a throw over to third. And Shockett's like, I never left. Nice throw by Sampley nonetheless. Here's the first pitch over to Tallarico. He watches that go by for ball 1. Tallarico, southpaw batter. My son, who's left-handed, is a southpaw batter as well, and I cannot teach him how to do anything. Throw the ball, bat, so I was fortunate enough to have another left-handed coach come out to help, and It's a whole different way of teaching, as that one's going to go by for strike one. Count goes even at 1-1 here for Tallarico. One runner on, Shockett sitting over at third base. And no outs. Bottom of the first is Sampley with an outside pitch. Count goes 2-1 here for Tallarico. Sampley with the 2-1 pitch to Tallarico. Swing and a miss as that one looked nice. Count goes even 2-2, and Tallarico taking a big rip at that one. Can't quite make contact. And Sampley gets reset. As here's the 2-2 pitch from Sampley. It's going to be a little high and outside, but that's going to be a dropped strikeout. The throw to first is picked up. It was. Couldn't quite see it past the net here. That will be out number one for Sampley, which brings up batter number 6 in Briggs Davenport. Shockett still over at third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a hit. It's going to go high, and it's coming towards me. Getting underneath it at the catcher, and can't get to it, though, in time. As that'll be strike one for Davenport. Sampley checking over to Shockett at third, and here's the 0-1 pitch. It's going to be just a bit outside. Count goes even at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and 1 runner on as Shockett's over at third. Spartans with a 3-1 lead. Still first inning. It's the bottom of the first. There's a throw to third. It's not in time. Shockett with a slide back to third. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Davenport. Inside. And it's going to hit Davenport in the stomach there, so he'll be hit by the pitch, and he'll walk his way over to first, which brings up Paul Seo here to bat next. With runners on their corners, Shockett's at third and Davenport's over at first. 1 out, bottom of the first, and Spartans looking to extend the 3-1 lead over the Trinity Tornadoes. Sampley with the first pitch to Seo. Seo with a nice little bouncer towards Sampley. He gloves that one. Throw to first is in time. And Shockett's going to make his way over to home. And Seo will be out number 2. And Aaron Weaver will make his way to the plate. That one's going to go by for Sampley. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a little inside. Davenport's going to take off from second to third. He'll get there in time. Count goes 1-1 here for Seo. Excuse me, for Weaver. Sampley getting set. And here's the 1-1 pitch here to Weaver. That one's going to find the zone there for strike 2. Count goes 1-2 for Weaver. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1 runner on. Davenport's over at third, bottom of the first, and the Spartans with a 3-1 lead. Excuse me, a 4-1 lead. Sampley. He's going to toss it over to third, try to get Davenport sleeping. Not in time, though. As here's the 1-2 pitch to Weaver. Weaver takes a rip at that one, can't make contact, and he'll go down swinging for out number 3. Sam Shea will be due to lead off here the second for the Spartans. And so is Winfield Sampley, our pitcher for the Tornadoes. He'll be set to lead off for Trinity here at the top of the second. You hear the Trinity coach. You're walking like a bunch of old men. Pep in your step, fellas. Let's go. So while we wait, folks, we want to give a quick thank you to our Vype Spring Sports sponsor, Academy Sports and Outdoors. For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to gear up and have fun out there. Finn Springer is not going to return to the mound here for the second. We're going to have a new pitcher, and I'm going to try to get a number as soon as I can. Jack Shockett will be at the plate as catcher for the Spartans, just like he was at the first. And it looks like it's a number 6 for the Spartans, which I apologize. I don't have numbers written for number 6. So I'll try to get a name, if I can, shortly for maybe one of our fans who is hanging out with me here. Which brings up, though, Winfield Sampley. To the plate. As that pitch is going to be just a bit outside for Sampley. Count goes 1-0. And I hear Jack, so that's got to be Jack Tallarico. That's a nice fast pitch. Is still not going to catch the strike zone. Count goes 2-0 here for Tallarico. A little too high. Count goes 3-0 for Tallarico. I think they're saying Jack. They're saying Jack or Zach. It's got to be Jack, because I don't have a number for Tallarico as he throws that one for strike one. So counting is now 3-1 for Sampley. Tallarico getting set. Here's the pitch. Going to be a little bit too high, and Sampley will make his way over to first after a walk. Which brings up our 9th batter for the Tornadoes, and Marcus Schur. That one is going to get chopped foul by Schur. So he goes down to the count 0-1.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking if you want to switch up and do dripping springs. Hey, I got it. Don't worry about me. I got it covered.
Tallarico with the pitch. Schur is going to get a piece of that one. It's going to be high towards short. Calling everybody off as a shortstop as he brings that one in. Throw to first as the runner's trying to tag up. Is going to go into the dugout. Runner will tag and head over to second. As Sampley is going to make it not in time. He'll get tagged as he tried to steal second. So Schur Will line out to short for out number 1. Sampley will be out number 2 after he's caught trying to tag up towards second. So base is empty, and Reed Yemington will make his way out for the Tornadoes. With 2 outs now in the top of the second and no longer any runners on. Here's the first pitch from Tallarico is going to be in the dirt. Count's going to go 1-0 for Yemington. Tallarico with the 1-0. Can't quite get the zone. It was maybe just a bit inside. Count goes 2-0. Tallarico with the 2-0 pitch. Gonna hit the zone. That'll be strike 2. Count goes 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, no runners on. Top of the second, and Spartans with a 4-1 lead. That one's gonna be right over the plate for strike 2 for Yemington as he watches that one go by. Counts even now at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 from Tallarico. It's going to be high. Yemington is going to make an offer. Can't make contact, and that will be out number 3 as he goes down swinging. Well, that'll do it for the top of the second. No runs come across. No hits. And that'll do it. So, Sam Shea set to lead off here at the bottom of the second for the Spartans. We got to see Sam Shea just a little bit in our last game. He was grounded into a fielder's choice back in the first inning, his first time at bat, and then walked his last time at bat. He made it all the way to third, but couldn't quite come around towards home. So we'll see if Trinity brings out a new pitcher, which if they do, folks, I will not know at all because I don't have any other pitcher but Winfield Sampley. So we'll see what happens. We'll go ahead and take a short break, and we'll be right back. You'll listen to Spartan Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
All right, folks, welcome back. Bottom of the second. Set to be underway. As my phone is playing Africa by Toto, and I don't know why. That was me. Sampley still on the mound for the Tornadoes. As that one goes in the dirt. Count goes 2-0 here for Shea. Next pitch from Sampley's in the dirt. He's going to catch the plate though, so that'll get count 4. Strike 2. I apologize, counts 1 and 2 here for Shea. I thought that was a ball, but it wasn't. So here's the 1-2 pitch from Sampley. Shea taking a rip at that one. It's a liner towards second, throw to first in time, and a nice 4-3 play by the Tornadoes results in Sam Shea being out number 1.
Figured it out, except I don't know how to change it. Got it, man.
Getting a piece of that one is Finn Springer. Count goes 0-1. That one not going to catch the strike zone. Count goes even at 1-1 here for Springer. That one's going to get away. Called for strike 1. So it counts 1 and 2 now here for Springer. Sampley with the pitch to Springer. Going to be inside. We're called for strike 3, and Springer will go down looking. He'll be out number 2. Chris Jewell will make his way up to the plate now, batting third here in the second inning. Jewell was walked his 2 times at bat back in our game number 1 as he gets set to face off against Winfield Sampley with 2 outs and no runners on. Taking a swing, getting a piece of it. It's going to get chopped foul for strike 1. So bottom of the second underway. Spartans with a 4-1 lead over the Trinity Tornadoes. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here for Chris Jewell, and no runners on. So here's the pitch. It's going to be just a little bit too high. Count goes even at 1-1. Rhett Berger is on deck and will be batting next for the Spartans if Chris can get on base. As Sampley gets set for the 1-1 pitch. It's going to be called inside for strike 2. Count goes 1 and 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes here for Chris Jewell. Sampley with the pitch. Jewell taking a swing, a liner towards Sampley. Sampley gets the glove on it. He's chasing it down. The throw to first is going to be in time. And a nice hustle by Sampley as he gets that one over to first. And Chris Jewell goes down as out number 3 And that'll do it for the second. So 2 innings down, and the Spartans with a 4-1 lead over the Trinity Tornadoes. We'll be right back for the top of the third. You're listening to Spartan Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3-13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the three. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com. Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Off for the Trinity Tornadoes. AJ Revelo here, bringing you some live Spartan baseball action this afternoon. A doubleheader as Rhett Berger is now on the mound for the Spartans. That one gets right down the strike zone for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch is swung on. Catches the bat. Just a little bit of Kranick. Might have caught a finger on there as well as he makes his way over the side to get it looked at. Count's going to go 0-2 here for Kranick as he gets checked out. Russell Wynn is on deck and will be batting second here in the third inning for the Tornadoes. Batting third will be Arthur Portman. And a swing and a miss will be strike number 3 for Kranick. And he will be out number 1. So Russell Wynn now is going to make his way up to the plate. A different jersey, so we can identify him pretty easily, as that one is going to be just a bit outside for ball 1. There's a swing and a miss by Wynn. Count goes even at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch for Wynn. A little too high. Count's going to go 2-1 here for Russell. Berger getting the call. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That'll hit the zone. Count goes even at 2-2. Berger set, and here's the 2-2 pitch. It's Going to be a little bit low. Count goes full at 3-2. Here's the full count pitch. A big rip by Russell Wynn. Can't make contact. He'll go down as out number 2 after the swing and miss. So April 7th here, folks. Let's do this day in baseball history. A fun, interesting. And back in 1977, Gary Thomason starts the game and he blasts the first pitch in the Dodgers opener for a home run off of Hall of Famer Don Sutton. He had deliberately thrown what we call a gopher ball. His first one by Portman is swung on and missed for strike 1. That ball, it was unknown to the Giants' leadoff hitter, but it was supposed to be sent to Cooperstown. After it was thrown, the umpire was going to take it out of play and send it off. Instead, it gets rocked to the stands for a leadoff home run. That one's going to be just a bit outside for ball 1. So next time you're on Jeopardy, where did that ball for Don Sutton that was supposed to go to Cooperstown go? It went to the stands. Off the bat, Gary Thomason, a swing and a miss by Portman as he goes down the count 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 3rd, Spartans with a 4-1 lead over the Trinity Tornadoes. Brett Berger on the mound as here's the 1-2 pitch. That one looked a little too high. Count goes even at 2-2. Noah Bear is on deck right now for the Tornadoes. That one's going to be a little high from Berger. Count goes full at 3-2. And that one can't quite find the zone, as Arthur Portman will make his way over to first on a walk, which brings up Noah Bear here for the Tornadoes with one runner on, and 2 outs. Kierland Duncan will be on deck now for the Tornadoes. As Berger gets set for the first pitch. The Bear. It's going to find the zone, and that'll be strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Going to be a little too low. Portman's going to take off towards second. Shockett not going to try to contest that one. This count goes even at 1-1, with now with 1 runner in scoring position. Berger with the pitch, swing and a miss by Bear. Count goes 1-2 now. Berger with a pitch, a swing and a miss by Noah Bear. And that'll be out number 3 for the Tornadoes here in the 3rd. So 1 runner left stranded. No hits, no errors. And the Spartans hold on to their 4-1 lead. We've got about 10 more minutes, folks, before the hour mark hits. With the bottom of the 3rd underway, the Tornadoes will have to make quick work of the Spartan batting order if they look to get one more chance at getting to the plate. So we'll see what happens, but we'll be right back, folks, with the bottom of the 3rd. You're listening to Spartan Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
30-13, not yet, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone, touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close up in the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts. But did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com. Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as Winfield Sampley is back on the mound here for the Trinity Tornadoes. Red Berger, who is the current pitcher for the Spartans, will make his way to lead off here in the third. Alec Newman will be on deck batting second, along with Lawson Fass, bringing up the bottom of the order and batting third here in the third inning. Sampley getting set for the first pitch to Berger. That one's going to be a little bit too high. Count goes 1-0. Sampley. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Going to be a little bit outside. Count goes 2-0. We did see Berger here in game number 1. He was walked in the first inning as a leadoff and then doubled in the second. As that one is going to catch the inside of the strike zone for strike 1. Count goes 2-1 here for Berger. Sampley getting set for the 2-1 pitch. That one's going to drop and tag the plate for ball 3. Count goes 3-1. And after our rocky start for Sampley, where he gave up 4 runs back in the first, he's been pretty solid after that 3 RBI triple by Springer as a nice hit liner towards short by Berger. The throw to first is not going to be in time. It's going to go past the first baseman as Berger runs through for a single to lead off here in the third. So Alec Newman making his way up to the plate now. Newman was walked and then singled in game number 1. And Sampley checks over to Berger at first, and here's the pitch. It's going to go right over the plate for strike 1 for Newman. Count goes 0-1. Sampley getting set. Berger getting a bit of a lead over at first. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a little bit too low. Count goes even at 1-1. Sampley with the 1-1 pitch. Can be a little too high. Newman makes a quick duck out of the way. Count goes 2-1 now for Newman. So Lawson Fass is on deck now for the Spartans. As there's the 2-1 for Newman. He's going to catch the top of the strike zone. Count goes even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom of the third, 1 runner on. So Alec Newman's at the plate. Here's the pitch. Takes a swing, he chops that one, goes right past the glove of Sampley. A tag at second. Nice force out there for out number 1. As Berger could not leg that one out. So Newman will reach on a fielder's choice. Which brings up Lawson Fass. So 1 out. Newman's over at first. Fass at the plate, and here's the pitch. Low and inside. Count goes 1-0. Top of the order is going to be due up next with Nathan Schmidt set to bat next. If Lawson can make his way on. Having to move out of the way there, though, is Lawson. As he moves quick, Newman's going to take off towards second. Uncontested, so count goes 2-0 here for Fass. Spartans with a 4-1 lead. Nice pitch by Sampley right over the plate for strike 1. Sampley. Here's the 2-1. It's going to be just a little bit inside. Count goes 3-1 here for Fass. Newman in scoring position over at second. As here's the 3-1 pitch from Sampley. That's going to be in the dirt in front of the plate. As Fass will get walked over to first. So Fass at first, Newman at second. And up comes Nathan Schmidt. Schmidt singled in the first, his last at bat. That's that first pitch by Sampley. It's going to catch the zone for strike 1. That one's going to catch the zone there for strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 2 runners on. Nathan Schmidt at the plate. And Spartans with a 4-1 lead here at the bottom of the third. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Digging that one out is Schmidt. It's going to drop inside, fair. Schmidt will round first, making his way to second. Newman will come in home. Fass will hold tight at third. And Schmidt with an RBI double. Gets Newman in. Moves Fass into scoring position. And now the Spartans extend their lead 5-1. Trip Lundquist up to the plate now. He was walked back in the first. Actually, he was hit by a pitch and then made his way to first base. As he's got a runner, 2 runners now in scoring position. Just a swing and a miss by Lundquist will be strike 1. Runners are going to hold true at second and third. Fass is over at third. Schmidt is at second. Sampley getting set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's going to be high and inside. Count goes even at 1-1. Sampley with the 1-1 pitch. Going to be a little too high and outside. Count goes 2-1 here for Lundquist. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the third and 2 runners on. Sampley on the mound for the Tornadoes. As Trip Lundquist takes a swing at that one, can't make contact. Count goes even at 2-2. Charlie Navarre is on deck. Will be set to bat next, barring a double play here. As here's the 2-2 pitch from Sampley. Getting a piece of it there is Lundquist. The bouncer towards short. There's a throw to first. Is in time. Not before a run comes across, though, as Fast makes his way over. So Schmidt will hold tight over at third now. And Charlie Navarre will make his way to the plate with 2 outs and 1 runner on. Navarre gets a piece of that one. It's going to drop over the shortstop. The left fielder able to get a glove on it. Schmidt, though, is going to make his way across. And Charlie will hold true after a RBI single. As the Spartans take a 7-1 lead over the Trinity Tornadoes. The last meeting between these two teams, not game 1, but last meeting, if I remember correctly, ended in an 8-1 score for the Spartans. As Jack Shockett makes his way to the plate. Had a nice big hit back in the first, a 3 RBI triples. He gets a piece of that one and knocks it foul. Count goes 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, and 1 runner on as Navarre is over at first. Shockett at the plate. Swing gets a piece of that one. It's going to hit the net and drop straight down. So he gets behind the count 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Sampley. Pitch getting a piece of it though. Shockett, it's a grounder towards third. Gets past the third baseman. And that'll be a single for Shockett. As Navarre will move on over to second. Shockett will hang tight at first as here comes Jack Tallarico now up to the plate. He struck out looking back in the first. He's got a runner at first and second now. See what he does. As there's a pitch, a swing and a miss. It goes behind the catcher. Runners are going to advance. As Tallarico gets down early in the count 0-1. Sound with the pitch. Tallarico getting a piece of it. It's going to go foul into the net. Count goes 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. And bottom of the third. It's going to be high and outside for ball 1. Sampley with the 1-2 pitch. Getting a piece of it is Tallarico. It's going to be high towards right center. It's going to drop right in the grass behind the second baseman. As Navari comes across, as does Shockett. And a 2 RBI single by Tallarico. As that is 5 runs. And so that will be the run roll for the inning. So that's 5 runs. Score is 8-1. Excuse me, 9-1. I apologize. And let's see if we go another inning. I'm not quite sure. The Spartans are looking like they are. And it looks like they are, so we're going to go one more inning into the 4th. Spartans with a 9-1 lead over the Trinity Tornadoes. We'll be right back with the 4th inning. You're listening to Spartan Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Again, another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
On the mound for the Spartans, as that one's going to get called for ball 1. Kierland Duncan, I believe it is at the plate. I apologize, that was called for strike 2, so counts 0-2 here for Berger. The 0-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. And that'll be strike number 3 for Duncan. He'll go down swinging, is out number 1. Jack Sabo will make his way up to the plate now for the Tornadoes. Berger, first pitch hits in the dirt in front of the plate. Count goes 1-0. This pitch by Berger is going to hit the zone there for strike 1. Count goes even at 1-1. And Sabo looks like he is going to be the last batter in the order, so we'll bring it back up to the top with Nicholas Garcia The lone run to make his way across for the Tornadoes is that one by Berger is going to be in the dirt in front. Count goes 2-1. Sabo waiting for the 2-1 pitch here from Berger. Swings and gets a piece of that one. It's going to get chopped foul on the dugout for the Spartans. Count goes even at 2-2. I want to take that back. I heard somebody yell, "Come on, Nicholas," so Jack Saba may not be here. Pitch. Going to be a little bit too high. Count goes 3-2, and I believe that is Nicholas Garcia. So Jack Saba must not be here today for the Tornadoes. As Garcia has the count full now, 3-2. Here's the pitch. It's going to catch the zone, and that'll be out number 2 as Garcia will go down looking. Which brings up Miguel Hockman. So Hockman now at the plate. No runners on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. Count goes 0-1. Berger looking very comfortable now on the mound, as he has yet to give up a hit so far his outing. That one's going to be low for ball 1. So here's the 1-1 pitch for Hockman. Swing and a miss. Count goes 1-2. So here's the 1-2 pitch from Berger. Getting Hockman. Takes a swing and gets a piece of it. Count's going to stay 1-2. Coach Tallarico makes his way out to grab that foul ball. He put his watch on, getting his steps in as much as he can. There's a 1-2 pitch from Berger. A swing and a miss. And that'll be out number 3 as Hockman goes down swinging. And that'll do it for the top of the fourth inning. I believe we might be playing the full 6, folks. So I don't think there's a time limit for this one now. Let's see what's going to happen here as the coaches are talking and checking their watches. So score is 9-1. Spartans with the lead. So, yep, looks like we're going to, folks. So we'll take a short break, and we'll come back with the bottom of the 4th as the Spartans get set to take a crack at it with, looks like Briggs Davenport set to lead off. So we'll take a short break. We'll be right back, though. You're listening to Spartan Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts. But did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com.
All right, folks, well, welcome back. Sorry the music isn't as smooth coming back in. My system seems to have frozen on my little music player here, so no worries. I'll sing us back in, so hold on. No, I'm just kidding. Definitely not going to sing us in. But we'll sit here. I think what we're looking at, folks, is I know the time limit's been reached here for the game, but we are making sure that all the batters get a chance to take a swing. And the Tornadoes have, with that the leadoff batter was the last batter to go through and take a crack at it. Yep, just doing a double check, making sure. So Briggs Davenport set to lead off for the Spartans. Paul Sale is going to be right behind him with Aaron Weaver batting third. Davenport was walked back in the first, and by walked he was hit by a pitch. So not necessarily a walk, but a hit, as he looks comfy and ready to take another swing at it.
St. Andrews doesn't have a middle school team. Trinity doesn't have a field, so they're
So it looks like, I believe that is Russell Wynn on the mound now. If I remember right, he had the different jersey on, or didn't have the jersey on.
we don't play them.
As Davenport makes his way up to the plate, and we are set to get the bottom of the fourth underway. Spartans with a 9-1 lead. Yes, Davenport watches that one go by for ball one. Here's the pitch. Davenport taking a swing. No contact made. Count goes even at 1-1. Trying to get that to drop over the box. Can't quite get it. As Davenport gets ahead in the count 2-1. So I apologize. Mason is at the mound. It's Mason Rayburn. That one can't quite catch the zone. Count goes 3-1. So Mason Rayburn is on the mound for the Tornadoes. Like I said, I do apologize that it's kind of all a little confusing as there's no numbers for the Tornadoes. That one goes by for ball four. Davenport will make his way over to first on the walk. As here comes Paul Seo. Seo watches that one go by for strike one. Count goes 0-1, so no balls, one strike, no outs. Bottom of the fourth. As Seo takes a swing at that high one, can't make contact. Count goes 0-2. That one's going to hit the dirt in front of the plate, as Davenport's going to take off towards second. And he will take a little stop and walk his way back, so he'll be on after that wild pitch. Count goes 1-2 here for Seo. As he watches that one for ball two. Counts even now at 2-2 as Davenport thinks about taking off towards third. Decides against it though. Good judgment call. As here's the 2-2 pitch to Paul Seo. Outside and in the dirt. Count goes full 3-2. Here's the pitch. Seo has to get out of the way. Davenport's going to take off towards third. He's already halfway there. Stutters, and he makes it in time. Doesn't get tagged up, so he'll make his way to third. As Seo gets walked to first. Brings up Aaron Weaver. Weaver struck out swinging. back in the first as he takes a hack at that one. Can't make contact. Strike one. There's the 0-1 pitch to Weaver. No offering there as Sale's going to take off towards second. Davenport, will sit tight at third. So 2 runners in scoring position now, no outs. Bottom of the fourth, Spartans with a 9-1 lead over the Tornadoes. And there's a nice pitch right over the plate by by Mason Rayburn for strike 2. That was going to be low and inside for ball 2. Count goes even at 2-2. As our umpires getting some hits in the chest. As Weaver gets a piece of that one, it's going to go foul. Count's going to stay 2-2. It's going to be high and over the catcher. Runners are going to stay put. Count goes full 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom of the fourth. Aaron Weaver's at the plate. Greg Davenport's over at third. Paul Seo is at second. Weaver's going to watch that one go by for ball 4. Bases are loaded now. As here comes Sam Shea up to the plate. She grounded out towards second. Back in the second. As Trinity calls a quick timeout. Has a powwow up on the mound. So Sam Shea makes his way to the plate. Bases loaded. After 3 straight walks, there's a throw to third. Almost in time. Davenport's able to leg it back. Rayburn with the pitch. Going to be a little bit too high. And Shea almost makes an offer at him, but pulls back and decides against it. Count goes 1-0. Here's the pitch. It's going to thrown into the home plate. Count goes 2-0 here for Shea. Sam Shea ahead in the count now, 2-0 over Mason Rayburn as he awaits the pitch. That was going to be just a bit outside. Count goes 3-0. Finn Springer on deck for the Spartans. He'll be up next as there's the pitch. It's going to be outside. It's going to be ball 4. As a runner will get walked in Davenport. As the Spartans extend their lead 10-1. So Finn Springer now at the plate. Watches the first go by for strike 1. Springer struck out swinging in the second. And also struck out looking back in game 1, his one time at bat. So not afraid to swing the bat as he watches that one go by and catches it. It's going to be strike 2 for him. Springer thought that was a little bit too low at inside. So Springer now behind in the count, 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, no outs. There's the pitch. That one's going to be high and outside. Runner's taking off towards third, but Sayo's not advancing. A little confusion at third base. There's a throw to second. All they got to do is tag up. And a throw is in time. That should be a force out, and it is. As Weaver will be out number one after a little bit of confusion on advancing. So runners on the corners now as Weaver gets tagged out over at second. Finn Springer here at the plate. As that one's going to hit the home plate. Sam Shea's going to take off towards second. He'll make it there in time. So 2 runners in scoring position. Counts even at 2-2 here for Springer. And now just 1 out here bottom of the 4th. Mason Rayburn's at the mound for the Tornadoes as here's the pitch. That one's going to be high and inside. Count goes full, 3-2. Springer, we've seen him take some pretty big swings at some really nice pitches and just missing contact. But this time they'll really sit and tight and taking his time with the pitches from Mason Rayburn. As here's the full count pitch. That one's going to hit the dirt in front of the plate. That'll be ball 4, and Finn Springer will make his way over to first for the first time this evening, which brings up Chris Jawal up to the plate. He hit a nice hard grounder towards the pitcher back in the 2nd inning to Sampley. That was thrown out. But bases loaded for him now. We'll see what he can do here. So Rayburn gets set. Here's the first pitch. A little bit too high. Count goes 1-0 for Chris. So Seo's over at third. Shea is at second. Springer is at first. So the 3 S's are on base now. Chris Jawal's at the plate. Just 1 out. And here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss by Jawal. Count goes even at 1-1. Rayburn with the 1-1 pitch. That was just going to be a bit outside. Same thing there. Springer takes off towards second. He's going to have to run back towards first. He's legging it out, and he gets back just in time. The count's going to go 2-1. Springer excited to take off as he's grinning now at first. There's a throw to third. He's going to go past the third baseman. Seo's going to take off towards home. And he's going to lug that out. Not going to be contested. And so on that pitch, Seo will make his way across. The Spartans extend their lead 11-1. So Chris Jewell at the plate. Runners on first and second. Shea's at second. Springer's at first. Chris Jewell's at the plate. 1 out. Bottom of the 4th. Spartans with an 11-1 lead. That one's going to hit the dirt in front of the plate. Runners are going to advance. And Shea's able to make it in time. A little bit of a late start there. Springer, though, taking off as soon as he saw that one go by. Count's going to go 3-1 here for Chris Jewell. So 2 runners in scoring position now after the runners advance on that one. And here's the 3-1 pitch from Rayburn. That one's going to be high and over the head of Chris Jewell, and he'll make his way over to first on the walk. Bases loaded, and here comes Rhett Berger up to the plate. Berger singled back in the 3rd. So bases loaded, 1 out. And Rayburn with the pitch. That one's going to be high. Count's going to go 1-0. Runners are going to stay put. Starting to cool off a little bit here now as the sun is starting to set. So that one's going to be outside for ball 2. It's a nice cool 80 degrees now, so it dropped a whole 10 degrees since we've been out here this afternoon. Here's the pitch. It's going to be outside again. The count's going to go 3-0 for Berger. Here's a 3-0 pitch from Rayburn. It's going to be a little bit high and outside. Berger's going to get walked. He'll make his way over to first. Runners will advance, which means Shea will make his way across and score for the Spartans. Bases will stay loaded as Alec Newman makes his way to the plate. Here's the first pitch from Rayburn to Newman. Outside and past the glove of the catcher. Count's going to go 1-0. So here's the 1-0 pitch to Newman from Rayburn. It's going to be way outside. Count's going to go 2-0. Newman made it on base after a fielder's choice back in the second. He was one of the runs that came across then as well. So here's the pitch. That one, nice high fastball. Will go for strike one. Count goes 2-1 here for Alec Newman. Rayburn getting set. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be just a little too low and drop right on home plate. Count's going to go 3-1 for Newman. Lawson Fass is on deck for the Spartans. 3 runs have come across so far for the Spartans, so 2 more will initiate the 5-run rule per inning. And Springer's on third. Jawal's over at second. Berger's at first. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be very high over the catcher. And Newman will head on over to first after that. And our umpire is going to go ahead and call that one. Even though that was 4 runs, that's going to do it. Spartans are going to come out on top here this evening by a score of 13-1 over the Trinity Tornadoes. I do appreciate everyone that tuned in. We hope you enjoyed this afternoon's doubleheader between these two teams. Be sure to tune in next time. Keep up with the online notifications, folks, and we'll let you know what our next game is. Until next time, though, it's AJ Arevalo. Have a good one.